Tier 2 at COTA. Should be a good race, and I'm going solo for this evening. As you can see, Colin's racing in the Mercedes with Dan. As we are a little bit short of drivers for this evening, but either way, it takes us back to the good old Season 1 days with me on my own at COTA. It is a double header, as we've got the real life racing this weekend, as well as CDR's racing too. As everyone's readying up. And yeah, should be a good race either way. It's weird not having Colin here, but good evening to those who are watching. Can anybody let me know when you're in quali, what conditions are going to be like? I'll quickly run over some stand-ins while we're waiting for the lobby to open up. We got Dan in first with 185 points, Matt DG with 108 in second, Scotty 15 with 96 in third, Schnitzy's fourth with 95, Sedaluk in fifth with 92, Clay in 6th with 81. 7th we got GJ Bother with 79. Kieran's in 8th with 64. Harrison in 9th with 55. Raphael 1 with 52 in 10th. Jack Slater in 11th with 52. In 12th we got Joseph on 33. In 13th we got Matey Boy with 28. In 14th, we've got Mazaspin with 24. In 15th, we got Tunable with 18. 16th, we got Midget Magic on 17. In 17th, we got Jadoy with 15. 18th, we got Avalak on 7. 19th, we got Saki 26 on 2. And in, I think that's the race. No, that is driver stand-ins. Don't worry. Don't mind me. And last we got the highlighter with 0, as we've got a car out on track. And who would that be? That would be Matthias out first. As he goes through turn 6. Now, COTA has right, let's get some COTA facts in whilst we're waiting for Matt to start his lap. It is a 3.4 mile track. It's got an elevation change of 133 feet. It's got 20 turns. It's got 11 lefts and 9 rights. And it's not just F1 that's kept for Kota. But anyways, Matt's coming across turn 19. No, turn 20, sorry. And up towards turn 1 he goes. We got two Collins having a little bit of talking. Colin said, "Don't worry, I'll be back on comms pretty fast." That is mechanical. And then Teabag said, "Kota should not have been created." I'm with you on with that one, Teabag. Kota should not have been created. It is an awful track. As Matt comes to turn 12. We'll have a look at his Sector 2 time. It is a 1:03.1. As we come up to turn 15. As we'll just have a look how others are doing. Just before Matt. Kieran's coming up the pits a bit early. As Matt invalidates at turn 19. But that would have been a 33.9. As Colin starts his first lap, but he's also invalidated. So we'll go with Reggie going into turn 1. And J-Doy sets the first time of a 1:33.3 to start us off for this evening as Reggie invalidates. So we'll have a look how Gainful does on his first lap. As he goes down the hill towards turn 2. As J-Doy politely waits for him at turn 6. As we go down straight of Sector 2 towards turn 12. Scotty with a 33.1 and Bother with a 34.7 in second and third. Kota and qualifying is absolutely awful as Harry goes first with a 33 dead, and that is Gainful spinning on the edge of turn 18. So let's have a look how Dan's doing. Just coming out of turn 11. That was a 25.1 in the first sector. Let's see how he does in sector 2. It is a 1:03.1 in sector 2 for Dan. As he goes round turn 17 into 18. As Matey Boy sets a 35 dead. And Dan sets a 33.7. Let's go have a look how my co-commentator's doing. So that's a 103.8 in the second sector as he comes on turn 17 and 18. And he sets a 34.8, which puts him 6th. Not a bad lap there from Colin, and we'll go on with Joseph, who's just come out of turn 11. Is he going for a lap? I don't think he is. So we'll have a look how Gainful's doing. He's invalidated. A Schnitzy goes 4th with a 33.7. Let's go on. Kieran just come out of turn, well, in the middle of turn 11 and 12. How's Avi doing? He's taking it slowly through that first sector. I believe it is going to be Joseph crossing the line first, as he sets a 153 dead. And up towards turn 1 we go, as Bother's out in the pit. I wonder what's happened there. As you go around turn 6, did I miss this sector one time again? I did. It's been a long time since I've been on comms on my own, because I've always had Colin. But he might return if he crashes out, as Joseph goes to turn 12. Round turn 15 we go into the long right-hander of turn 17 and 18. And it is a 134.8. 19 thousandths of a second split Joseph and Colin, as Matey Boy sets a 34 dead and Gainful sets a 34.5. Let's have a look how Kieran's doing, as he's just going around turn 20, as Dan goes fastest with a 33 dead, with 8 millionths of a second, 8 milliseconds split in Dan and Harry, as Kieran sets a 34.5. Let's have a look how Uncle Avi's doing around turn 15. Can someone let me know what weather's looking like for the race, as Avi sets a 33.3. Now most people are out on track, so we'll go round, have a look, as Reggie goes into turn 12. And it is dry race, thank you for that, Harry, as Reggie's 2 tenths down going into turn 14. Let's have a look how Scotty's doing quickly. He is less, he's around about half a tenth away from his first time, as Reggie goes into the pits. We'll go along with Scott to see how he's doing as he goes around turn 12. I always keep catching drivers out at turn 12. I do not know why. So far, people who hasn't set a lap, it is Jack Slater and Mazzaspin with no lap at 5 minutes and 15 seconds to go. We got a comment coming in. Reggie, at least I could set a lap so far. That is true. Let's have a look how T-Bag's doing. He is a 10th up. No, a 10th down, sorry. Matthew Grady. Evening, Matt. How are you doing? It is just me as Colin's out on track, helping Tier 2 out. As T-Bag gets a little bit squirrely in turn 11. As we've got a car off. Is that Mazzaspin? No, it is Bother out. And T-Bag 17 thousandths of a second off of his time. Going into turn 16. So how will he do as he crosses the line? Will he improve? He does by a 10th. And he improves a place. As Jack Slater's on a lap. And he's going around turn 14. Hoping for a 3rd consecutive podium from Matt. Yeah. Let's hope we have a nice race. And try and get you that 3rd podium, as well as Jack Slater's come around with turn 20. Very nicely done out of turn 20 actually, as he sets a 34.3 and goes 12th. So we'll have a look how Jado's doing. He is invalidated. Let's have a look how my co-commentator's doing. And we'll go on with him for a lap of Kota. As he sets a 25.4, 10th up on his time. But will he be able to get out of the drop zone in Q1? As we come up to turn 11. Very close on track limits there, Colin. Very close. As we come up to turn 12. And he is more around about almost 2 tenths up on his time. Round 18 we go. And how will he do? He improves by 4 tenths and splits Scotty and Jack Slater. So have a look how Joseph's doing, a 10th up as he goes down the straight of sector 2 and into turn 12. As he's 2 tenths up going into turn 13 and 14. That wouldn't actually improve his place, so we are just waiting for him to cross the line as he goes around 18, as he invalidates at 19 with only a minute to go. So this will be a redemption lap to try and see what he can do as Jado goes into the pits. Is Colin going for another lap? I don't think he is. No. How's Kieran doing as he goes through 16? Oh, he's lost the back end. But he saves it from the wall. Well done there, Kieran. only just manages to avoid the wall. Let's have a look how his teammate does on his final lap. As Jack Slater's trying to get another lap by the looks of things, as he is a 10th down on his time for Raphael. As we come now to turn 11. So that is Q1 done, so we're just waiting on Joseph and Raphael. As Raphael is a 10th up, which wouldn't change his place. As Raphael set to 34.8, I think that was. So, that is Q1 over and done with here at COTA. And it is Dan who sets the fastest time. 8 milliseconds split himself and Harry. Then we've got Avalak in third with a 1:33.3. But the most important is, who are we losing? We are losing Teabag, Joseph and Raphael for Q2. And now Q2, we will see what strategy are people on as we check out what tyres everyone's putting on. We got Harry on mediums, Reggie on mediums so far. And it is the Red Bull of Reggie coming out first in front of everyone. On that yellow medium tyre, I believe that is Harry behind him. We'll have a look at more tyres. We've got quite a few medium runners actually. And I'll just jump on board with Harry for his outlap as he completely skips. Colin says, at least I'm going to get a free choice of tyres. This is like Silverstone for me. Crap. And T-Bag says, the F am I doing in Q2? You had a fast time, Colin. That is how you're in Q2. And there's Colin. Narrowly going down the pit lane. As Maz Mayspin comes down sector 2. Warming those tyres up. We'll have a look at tyres now. Harry on mediums, Scotty 15 on mediums, Colin on mediums, Reggie on mediums, Mayspin on mediums, Gainful on mediums, and Schnitzy all on the medium tyre. as Mayspin crosses the line to start his first lap for Q2. We'll have a look how Harry's doing a minute. On those medium tyres as we go round turn 8, sorry. And into turn 11. And we'll have a look how J-Doy's doing behind him. He sets at 25.3 in the first sector. And he's wearing the red ringed soft tyre. As almost everyone's on a lap. As Reggie's going around 18. I believe Reggie will be the first one across the line to see what times everyone can chase. And there's a 34.9 for Reggie. As we go back with Harry, who sets a 34.1. And we'll go with J-Doy with a 33.2. There's that Colin at sector turn 11 going a bit slowly. Jack Slater invalidated. Dan's going on a fast lap. How's Matt doing at turn 11? No, turn 19. Surely that's got to be invalidated. As Matt sets the fastest lap. 6 milliseconds split Matt and J-Doy, beating Dan and Harry's Q1. Talking to Dan, let's see how he's doing as he goes into turn 9. As Dan goes down sector 2. And we'll have a look how Scott's doing as he's about to cross the line with a 34.9. Jack Slater's now on a fast lap as Colin sets a 35.7 on the medium tyre. Gainful sets a 2:05.5 on the medium tyre. As Dan's going around turn 18, 1:02.4 in the middle sector. And Dan's on the softs. A 32.6 as Dan's out on the soft tyre. So, all the medium runners are staying on the mediums, as well as Matey Boy, who has just come up to turn 1. Round the S's of sector 1. And there's a 25.9 for the first sector for Matey Boy. As we'll check on Snitsy, who is invalidated. I think Matthias has lost it. As we have a look how Matey Boy's doing as he's coming up to turn 12. And it is a 1:02.4 for the middle sector for Matey Boy. As we go around turn 16, 17 and 18. As he invalidates going into the final corner. And is Dan on another fast lap? No, he is trying to save as much tyre as he can. As Jack Slater's just come out at turn 11. And into turn 12. Let's see what his time is in sector 2. It is a 103 flat. As we go round turn 14. Let's see what he can do for an overall time. As he's used all of his ERS. And it is a 33.7 for Jack Slater. That puts him up to 3rd. Let's have a look how Mayspin is doing. She's almost at the line, a 33.5. As we'll go on now with Gainful coming out of turn 14. Almost gets track. Goes over track limit. And round turn 18 we go into the final few corners. And he sets a 34.6. Will Colin be able to get himself out of that relegation zone? As we'll find out on this lap of Kota. As we'll go on board with him, ram the S's. Almost gets track limits on turn 4. As he is just under a 10th down from his time. As we'll have a look how Kieran's doing actually. As he's going through turn 14. And that is Jack Slater literally in the middle of the track. Coming out of turn 14. Hopefully that doesn't impede Kieran's time. And it is a 33.3 for Kieran. And a 33.4 for Avalak. As Gainful's on another fast lap. As we go with Colin going around turn 18. And it is a 34.1 for Colin, which puts him into 8th place. Let's go on with Gainful, see if he can improve. It is 7/10 up in the first sector. As we go down sector 2. I missed the sector 2 time, but we'll go around turn 14. As he's about to come to the final few corners. Now there is still just under 3 minutes of this session left. As Gainful only goes 11th place. Matey Boy comes into the pits hoping to have enough time to get that medium off. Everyone scrambling for position. And we'll go with Scotty 15, who is just coming up to turn 11. and down the longest straight that I've ever seen in my life into turn 12. As we go round, it's either, I think it is turn 15, not 14. I think I've been getting it wrong all night. But around 16, 17, 18 we go, which is the hairpin horseshoe, as I would like to call it, as Scotty 15 just about crossed the line. As Colin's got 5th. Make that 6th. Go on, Colin. Sixth place for Colin as we go on Gainful, who has track limits. As we go on with Schnitzy, and he sets a 25.4. 3/10 up in the first sector. Let's see what he can do in sector 2. Let's see if he can improve and get into Q3. And into turn 12. As everyone's mainly on track, apart from Kieran and Avi, we'll have a look round the track to see what everyone's doing time-wise, as Harry setting himself up for another lap. A little bit squirrely out of turn 20. Everyone's scrambling for new tyres as Bother's 2/10 down on his time. As there's 3 seconds left to go of Q2. There we go, Q2 is finished. As we now wait to see who's going to make it into Q3. Bother really throwing everything at his car to try and get those 2/10 back. As he sets a 34.4, which keeps him in 13th. As Gainful's 8/10 up going into the final corner. Let's see where Gainful will finish. He will finish 12th and only just misses out. As we wait for Matey Boy now, who is just coming up to turn 12. Let's see how he is improving. He is the only one to not set a time yet. And there's a 104 flat in the middle sector. Rear end wanted to step out, but Matey Boy didn't let it happen. We go around the final 2 corners with Matey Boy to finish qualifying. Well, Q2. As Matey Boy finishes last and Reggie finishes 5th. So the people we are losing. If we just wait for those to finish up. I think it's just Schnitzy getting into the pits, and that is it. Q2 is over. So we are losing Matthias, Jack Slater, Gameful Odds, Weatherman Harry, Bother and Matey Boy. But the shock of this of quali for me is Mechanical in 8th into Q3 in tier 2, but it is down at the top. 6/10 clear. He is one of the favourites to go top step. closest out of Q2 is 1 millisecond between Reggie and Kieran. I've just noticed that. Well done to them two getting so close. As we now go into Q3. Yeah, Colin, I don't know how you are in Q3, but well done to you, bud. Well done. So now we will see who will take the podium, who we'll see take pole position here at COTA. Well done there, Colin, in Q3. As Kieran's actually outfaced for once. And we'll see Kieran's helmet sporting the CDR colours. As we just wait for those on out laps to go around the track, really. But yeah, not many people joining us. Not many actual tier 2 drivers here tonight. And surprisingly, we've got a tier 3 driver who is meant to be the commentator in Q3. As we just wait for Kieran to come across the line and set the benchmark for everyone for Q3. T-Bag says, hopefully I don't match last season, tier 2 here. 5 stops and 3 wings. Well, we will not know for another 15-20 minutes until we get underway. And Kieran sets a 25.4 in the first sector. Let's have a look what Jado's done. Jado's invalidated. As we follow Kieran up to turn 11 and down one of the longest straights of F1, really. Aha, 103 flat in the second sector. As we go round turn 18 with Kieran. As everyone's on a fast lap, all nine drivers. As Kieran sets a 33.4. Let's see what Jado's going to produce. He's going into the pit. And it is Dan coming around the last corner. And it's a 32.4. A whole second quicker than Kieran. Schnitzy splits them. And goes second with a 33.4. Let's have a look at Scott's doing as he comes round the long horseshoe of 16, 17, 18. As we go into the penultimate corner. And it is a 33.3. for Scott as Colin comes round and puts in a 35.9. And Reggie sets a 25.3 in that second sector. And I'll be back with you in 2 minutes. And Reggie set a 33.4 whilst I was gone. Who's that in second? That is Schnitzy with a 33.1. And Mayspin, Avalak and Jadoy are out. Kieran's put in a 33.4. Collins improved to a 34.1. As I think he has run out of fuel. No, I don't think he has. He's just saving tyres. As Jado's now on his first lap. And sets a 25.2 in the first sector. Purples it as well. And down the longer straight on the universe we go. With Jadoy. And he sets a 102.7 in the second sector. As we go round turn 15. I got it right this time. And Jadoy sets a 32.9, which puts him into second. And we'll go on now with Avalak, who is just going round that horseshoe bend. And Avalak sets a 32.3. Which puts him on to provisional pole. So we have a comment coming in. Rain in 5 minutes. Cheeky Smoke whilst commentating. Yes, that is right. That is right, Colin. Nothing changes when you're not here. As Dan's gone back out and is just under half a tenth quicker in the first sector. And down the straight of sector 2 we go. I missed down sector 2 time. As he goes round turn 16, 17, 18. Around the last corner he goes. This is a very close battle for first, and Dan sets provisional pole. As we follow Mazepin into the last 2 corners, who is invalidated, and Avalak's about to come around the last 2 corners as well. Let's see what Avi can do. And it's a 1:58.4. As Reggie's now on a fast lap, as we get that front wing view of the white Red Bull. Is he following Avi through sector 1? I think he is. So could there be, and he's 35 thousandths of a second slower in the first sector, but he could get that slipstream in the second, as Mazepin retires in the pits, as so does Colin. As we got a couple more comments coming in. Go Avi go, says absolutely Jen. 31.5 P1 time for tier 1. And that is Reggie off in between turn 19 and 20. Sociopath in Q3 for tier 1. Well done to him, as Avi goes on to set his final lap. Let's see if he can gain that extra 10th that he needs to beat Dan for that pole position. As we go round turn 11, and I think that is Avi done. That is Avi done. So it is Dan on the top step for Kota, and there is rain falling on the track as well. Let's hope that doesn't get too heavy for Schnitzy, who is going into the pits. So we'll just wait for Avi to finish. As we'll follow Avi round could easily beat that time of mine from Reggie. It's all about what happens all out on track. If the track couldn't handle it, then track couldn't handle it, as Avi now goes into the pits. So it is Dan on the top step, followed by Avi, followed by J-Doy in third. Mazepin in fourth, Schnitzy fifth, Scotty sixth. 7/10 difference from the top guys. That is crazy. Q3 in my reserve debut off Reggie. Not bad. But yeah, it is Scotty in 6th, Reggie in 7th, Kieran in 8th, and Colin to 9th. That is qualifying finished. Now we'll go see what happened out on track. And I'm quickly going to go get myself a drink as well as we prepare for the race. And I'm back for the formation lap. And I've also picked myself up some munch because it is not it's not commentating with me without munch. As Dan sets everyone off. And it is a 2-stop, soft, medium, or a soft, hard. As I'm quickly gonna have a lovely munch. Whilst I'm waiting for Dan to get everyone around the track. And Scotty 15's left the session. I'm going to quickly shoot him off an invite. A minute. That's his invite, and we are getting set back on the grid. Absolutely, Jen. I've got myself a packet of quavers, and they are very, very nice. It is good munch. If I had more time, I probably would have made myself a sandwich, not gonna lie. As we get a very nice view from Mayspin's front wing going up to turn 1, just to see that I can't say the word, but it is 5 lights and away we go. What is going on with the lights? What is going on with the lights? Oh, there's contact at the back between GG Bother and someone else. I think that was a Haas. And apparently Scotty 15's all the way at the front with a 3-second gap. Avalak trying to get past J-Doy. And is that Matthias who has had a spin at turn 11? Scotty 15 lets everyone by. Avalak ever so close to the back of J-Doy. As we have 28 laps round Kota. As we've got another comment coming through. It's basically a cheese crisp. As Reggie and Harry having a battle going into turn 3, and predicted stop strategy is a soft medium or a soft medium. But yeah, Quavers are very, very nice. I do quite enjoy them, as Gainful is right on the back of Scotty. And that is Gainful down the inside of turn 11. Very nicely done from Gainful. As we've got the little DRS train, well, 2B DRS train. As what's happened to Mayspin? Mayspin's in the barrier going into turn 15 and is now right at the very back, and Dan's got a 2-second gap as Kieran picks up his first penalty. Yeah, Quavers are quite yum, actually. I never thought I'd be speaking about Quavers on an F1 stream, but here we are. And it's that Harry on the back of Scotty, and Scott's on the back of Gainful. As Collins defending from Reggie. Now, is there a big enough gap between Colin and Reggie so he can't pass him at turn 12? Yes, there is. And that is Teabag on the back of his teammate. Oh, Teabag saves a spin. Is Harry going to look for a move on the outside of turn 1? He almost tried it. Yeah, no, it's completely fine. Completely fine to ask what munch I've got. Surprised no one's done it sooner, to be honest. Avalax on the back of J-Doy, as we'll have a quick look at that going into turn 11. But yeah, it's completely fine to ask what munch I've got, because you never know what I'm going to have. That's Avi going down the inside of J-Doy. Oh, late on the brakes from J-Doy to protect that P2. And now Schnitzy's joined that little battle for second. That will also give Dan more breathing room in that first place position. As I need to send Raphael and Scotty an invite. And that is that done. As I'm now still on board with this three-way battle for second. As Harry's on the back of Kieran, who might look for a move. As Colin picks up a penalty. Oh, Harry on the back of Kieran. Seeing what he can do going towards turn 12. And Reggie is looking for a move. On Colin. Is Bother gonna do the same? He was thinking about it. As Harry and Kieran are scrapping up now. Oh, I feel so much better now that I've got munch and a drink. Matey Boy picks up a penalty. Kieran goes very deep into turn 1, gives Harry the place. And that is J-Doy in the pits already for a stop. And he puts on the hard tyre. He is looking to go to the end. Will he come out in front of Macebin? No, he won't. What about Teabag? He does come out in front of Teabag. As Scotty 15's left the session again. What is going on with Scott's internet? Alright, and we're back. And it is Avalak out in second position. How far is Kieran away from the back of Harry? Not that far away. As we wait for them to cross the line, as Kieran now goes into the pits. And Kieran strapping on the medium tyre, going for a 2-stop. Now, will he get in front of Colin? He does. But not quite in front, not quite behind Scott. As Kieran overtakes Jack Slater. And that is Jack Slater, DNF'd. But will it be a safety car? I don't think it will be. And it's not a safety car. Abby trying to close down Dan. As we now see the gap between people, which is very nice to see, as Macebin's now in the pits, taking off, and that is the medium tyre for Macebin. Also going for a 2-stop. Harry on the back of Schnitzy. So it is just matey boy Kieran and Colin on penalties. As Harry's a little bit too far away for a move, and that is a move from Bother on Reggie with DRS, with ERS as well. But that means Bother has no ERS left. Reggie is not that far behind Bother. As Schnitzy loses out the place, Dan's in the pits. What tyre is Dan choosing? That is the yellow ringed medium tyre. Avi's also in the pits for mediums. And Reggie's also in the pits for mediums. And Dan comes out. I think that was 7 seconds behind Avi. But it is Harry in the front now, as we got a battle for first. We've also got a battle for 6th between Avi and J-Doy. Avi fresh on those medium tyres. Now they've both got DRS on Matey Boy. No, J-Doy doesn't have. Is Avi going to go for a 2-1? No, he does not. But J-Doy is right on the back of Avi now. As Dan's on the back of GJ Bother. And J-Doy's got a 3-second time penalty. As we wait to see what will happen on the run up to turn 1. And that is Harry in the pits for the mediums, as Schnitzy goes for the hard tyre. And that is Dan past Bother for second place. And there is a safety car for Scotty 15. Oh, as Colin just misses him. As he out, and he is right in the middle of the track. But yeah, as I've already gone through standings and I can't do my usual, what do you want to talk about, Colin? Whoever's watching who is not racing, who do you think will win the race here at COTA? As there is a safety car. As Gainful locks up. Now this will be a time for a free pit stop if you haven't already made one. As Gainful picks up a 3-second time penalty. As we go round turns 16, 17 and 18. As we follow round with Gainful, who is actually jumping into the pits. And he slams on his brakes to try and slow down quick enough. Jack Slater, well, I hope Avi will win. Someone took me out, I'm gutted. Well, instance will be open at the end of the race for you, Jacks, and hopefully that will be sorted. And Bother's in the pits. Teabag's also in the pits from medium tyre. Matthias has got a drive-through penalty. Wait, no, Teabag had... I thought Teabag was on softs, but he wasn't. He's on... Now he's on soft, but it is Dan ahead. And we'll get us restarted once the safety car's finished. With 17 laps to go. Well, I'm not a steward, I'm just an admin for CDR, which I am heavily grateful for. And it was actually because of me doing comms and the effort that I was putting in for CDR that got me the admin position, and I am very grateful to be an admin for CDR. But incidents will be open at the end of the race, so hopefully the stewards can deem who's responsible for that, the penalty that is needed, or if it's needed, as we wait for another lap for the safety car to come in. Matt, if you report it... Matt, if you're watching, report at the end. If you report it to the stewards, they can see what goes on. As Gainful picks up a 5-second penalty for a collision with Schnitzy. But yeah, if you have any questions for anything, pop pop it in the comments and I'll reply to them as soon as possible. Paranoid, I hope Matey's going to win this one, or RV, they're both in strong positions. Yeah, but Matey boy hasn't actually pitted yet, but he's up 13 positions and is on the medium tyre and has been on them for 11 laps. And good evening to Tim, or Paranoid as everybody else knows you as. I hope you are having a good evening. We got a flash from the past with me being solo on comms as Colin's out on track for tier 2. Safety cars in this lap. So we will watch from Jado's perspective on the safety car restart, as Dan's getting ready to back off from the safety car. Cheers, Tim. Means a lot, bud. As Dan's backed away from the safety car to let it go in, and he's just waiting for his time to go, which he has done. As Jado he is waiting. And that is it. We are gone on lap 13. Oh, what a Harry down the inside of Jado on the safety car restart. Well done from Harry there. As Kieran picks up another 3 seconds. As Kieran's right on the back of Jado actually. And who's that going down the inside? It is Harry on Avi. But now will Avi go round the outside of Harry in turn 12? Oh, he's looking for it. No, but he does invite Jadoy to have a look. And that is a collision between Avi and Jadoy going into turn 13. Harry is on fire tonight. As well, have a look how people at the back are doing. And that is Mace been past Bother, I believe. Yeah, as Teabag's now in this battle. As Colin picks up another 3 seconds. He is out. Yes, I get my co-commentator back. Yes. And there's a VSC. And there is his car just on the entry. As we just wait for the VSC to end. And good evening, Colin.
Yeah, oops. That's all I'm going to say.
What happened?
I was trying to keep up with Teabag and there was Bother and the Maze Spin between them. Or between me and Bother there was Maze Spin and Teabag. And of course, Bother got on the brakes early, those two backed up, so I backed up, and then I lost a couple of tenths, so I was trying to catch them up, and I just rubbed the rumble strip on the inside of the second to last turn. I just lost the back end, that was it. Once that was happening, I was gone. It was see you later, good night Vienna.
Yeah, but that is the penalties as so far. We got Matey Boy on 3, J-Doy on 3, Kieran on 9, Gainful on 8, Mayspin on 5, and Joseph on 3. Right. Yeah, I doubt anyone's going to be able to hear you on stream.
I don't know. Give me a second and I'll see if I
Double
can hear
check.
myself, because I've still got it open.
No worries.
Yep, they can.
Oh,
I can hear myself, so definitely they can. Yeah, no, that was fun. There was an incident I will be reporting at the end of the race.
Cheers, Chloe.
So I'm not going to speak about that. And I did actually, I saw 2 other incidents happen, so if people report them, I do have footage to back their reports up. So, and one of them was actually a late dive by Joseph on me and completely missed the move, outbraked himself. I think it was the back of Harry he tagged, but I'm not sure. But like I said, I've got it on my stream anyway. Harry
is up into 2nd. Harry is on absolute fire tonight.
I was actually on the back of him at one point, and I was struggling to keep up. I think I was about 10th at the time.
Also, congratulations for getting into Q3.
Thank you. It was, shall we say, unexpected.
Very, I will be honest.
I can't even do that in Tier 3, let alone Tier 2. I don't know how I pulled that one out of the bag.
I think it was just because it's Tier 2.
Yeah,
there's just no...
You know, I was pushing and pushing on that one. I gave the car everything it had, and...
We've got... I think it's
I'm still new to the wheel in that, so, you know, I impressed myself, shall we say.
I think this is a 6-way battle as Kieran's going down the inside and tags Matey Boy, and that is Kieran spatting round.
I will actually join you properly on comms. I'm just trying to wind down a little bit from that sort of rush you get when you're racing. Yeah. So you'll have to just give me a minute or 2.
Yeah, it's no problem. And we'll go on board with Gainful, who's on the hard tyre actually. Do you know what? I'll quickly have a look what tyres everybody is on. Everyone but Gainful, T-Bag and J-Doy. Gainful and J-Doy are on the hard, and T-Bag's on soft. But yeah, it's nice to have you back.
Yeah, it was nice to be on the other end of it for a change, if I'm honest. But yeah, no, it was good fun, because I know I'm missing Sunday, so it was nice to just be able to kind of dive into this one. You know, when they needed a few extra drivers, I was obviously available. So, because I'm normally on comms.
I give you the go ahead.
And I did say to her, if I crash, which I was expecting to, but I didn't think it'd take this long, that I would jump back in with you. So
yeah, as Matey Boy is in the pits for a stop. I think he's been on those tyres 16 laps, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you something, I was actually in the party with Scotty and he was having terrible luck.
Was he?
Absolutely terrible luck, yeah. He was struggling with connection every so often. You'd hear him kind of breaking up and then he'd leave. And then that was the first time. The second time, he was still talking to me and he just left the session. It was like, I don't even know what's going on.
Bother's out.
Bother's out. So...
let's have a look what's happened to him.
That's both Ferraris out of the race then.
Yeah.
And I can only apologise for Dan, for not being a good enough counterpart for tonight. And
well, I give you the go ahead, and I decided to have a bash from the past.
Well, yes, you too, but I actually met the other Dan as well. I was a terrible partner for tonight. I did, as I said, wreck Clay's car. So I did say I'd do it. But no, to be honest with you, I was actually having a pretty good race. I was keeping good pace, and as I said, there was an incident which I'm not going to go into, but I will be reporting later, which actually lost me about 4 places. I think I was running 8th or 9th at the time, and I came back out of it about 12th or 13th. So.
And we've got the second safety car for tonight.
Yep, I was going to say we got another safety car out, so.
And now I can say my favourite thing of a week of my evening. What would you like to talk about, Colin?
Honestly, I'm still trying to get the adrenaline out of my system. It's so much fun, and it's such an adrenaline rush doing this. Like, if you've not been on the other side of a race with a steering wheel and all that, it is such an adrenaline rush.
It is.
Like,
It's
crazy. Like, I won't lie to you. I sit here in my chair, fighting my steering wheel when I get oversteering.
Dan's in the pits for mediums.
Pouring with sweat because I'm just, I'm concentrating and fighting with it so hard.
Sorry, I'm just keeping up with pit stops.
No, it's fine. But no, it's such good fun, and it's such a great rush as well.
Dan on a fresh set of mediums. Harry going 10 laps on the softs.
Gameful's in a good position. He's on hard, which could struggle against Teabag behind him on the softs, but they are both on 6 laps, which means Teabag's tyres are going to be going soon.
Yes.
I got to lap 7 and I was getting warnings that my tyres would be going off soon. But bearing in mind I had done 2 qualifying laps on those, and he won't have done those on them, so he's going to get maybe 8, 9, 10 laps out of these. So he may get past Gameful, but I think Gameful's in a great position there on the hards.
Oh yeah, Gameful 100%. Gameful 100% is on a good strategy.
I was surprised a couple of times with the people I out-qualified myself.
Yes.
I actually out-qualified Gameful at one point. I actually out-qualified Kieran in Q1 as well, which he made up for in Q2 and 3, mind you. But, like, some of these guys, I know how fast they are. And I was saying to Scott in the pot, I was like, mate, if I make it at Q1, I'll be impressed, because hands down, I don't think I'm fast enough for this tier.
Yeah. Just whacked out Q3.
Yeah, like I just whacked out in Q1, and I managed to get, I think it was 12th. I scraped my way through in Q2 as well. I think I was about 7th or 8th on that. So I don't know where I was pulling the times from. Like, that was absolutely the best qualifying I've pulled out of anywhere, anytime. I think that's the second time I've ever been in Q3, so.
Well done on that. And we've got a message from Paranoid. This safety car is great. I guess lots of drivers will pit for softs. Well, so far only 1 driver's on softs.
Yeah, I was going to say.
And that is Harry.
We've got 4 on softs.
I mean,
I'm seeing
Matey Boy and Raphael.
We've had Harry, Matey Boy and Raphael all pit for softs as well. As Mayspin is now in the pits as well, because he's losing places.
Yeah.
That was an awful time to choose to pit.
Yeah, surely. But now he'll have the fresh rubber to... And with everyone being bunched up...
Safety car, and the safety car could be in this lap.
They're only just... The back of the pack's only now going through turn 1.
It'll be close. I think it'll be close. But... on the plus side, he should have nice warm tyres and ready to go for this. So on the restart, he should have lovely warm tyres, because he'll be able to push now. He
should do.
To be fair, they're only a couple of turns ahead of him. I've just seen him out the S's as he came into the S's.
Yeah.
So yeah, there you go. He's just tagging on the back of the pack. That didn't work out as badly as I thought it would for him.
No.
That must be quite a short pit lane in comparison to some others I've seen.
Believe it or not, no, it's quite a long one.
Maybe he just pitted from so far up the field or something then.
Yeah.
Like, it was just a strange time to pit. But, well, hopefully we'll have safety car in this lap and we can get back underway.
Yeah, hopefully we can.
Oh, well, I'm feeling a lot better now anyway.
That's good to hear, as Mayspin's trying to get them tyres nice and warm.
It was just one of those, when the back end tips and you get a little oversteer and you think, sugar, I've gone into the wall. And there's nothing, not a thing in the world you can do to stop it. You can turn the wheel and it will just keep like it's understeering, and it's not going to happen. You are going to hit that wall, and that's exactly what I did. I knew I couldn't save it. I tried. Of course I tried. We all do. In your mind, that's it. It's gone. That's it.
Yeah, when it's gone, that is it.
Yeah, like I said, good night Vienna. Like that was it. Like as soon as that tail went, I tried desperately to catch it, and it was good night Vienna. That was it. I knew I was out of the race.
Safety car staying out.
Oh, I'm surprised by that. Everyone's bunched up. We've had. This
is the second lap.
Is this? No. The safety car's been out.
Safety car's in.
Safety car's in. Well, we got
nothing
whatsoever. Well, we can only apologise about that, guys, but we had zero idea the safety car was coming in.
No.
That's helpful as ever.
As Dan and Harry are scrapping, and that is Harry. Oh, Harry almost hits the wall.
And Kieran, Avi, they're both ahead of him now.
Yeah, and that is T-Bag out.
I want to see where this is. Oh, that's on the outside. Who's that with him? That's Gainful. That is Gainful with him.
Yeah, and he was running in first. And now we got Joseph in
right up there as well. Gainful and T-Bag were almost side by side.
But it is Kieran and Joseph.
Well, I don't see any damage on Gainful's car, so
it could just been a wheel-to-wheel incident, but I guess we'll see.
Could have been, yeah. I mean,
and Dan pulls out.
If it's an incident, they'll report it. So.
Yeah. And that is Dan back into the lead of the race.
And Avi's just picked up a penalty as well. Multiple warnings, so that's track limits.
Yep.
Oh, I was fighting off Reggie, and I know you caught it on the stream. And then in the middle of it, my remote that I've got my headset plugged into while I'm talking decided to completely mong out on me. Turned itself off and back on again, and then it came up saying select controller, so I went into AI mode and lost a place to Reggie. I was like, no! So then I had to fix that problem, which I paused in the safety car to do that.
Harry's on the back of Kieran, and Kieran's in third place.
Well, I am actually still on board with Gainful, who's just passed Avi, because Avi is in the pits. Currently taking a penalty by the looks of it.
Yeah. Kieran's up 5 places. Joseph, if he can carry this on, he will be on for driver of the day. Up 15 places.
The wrong way again. Wow, that is a big improvement for him there.
From 17th to 2nd.
Yeah, I was going to say,
if he can keep it.
He qualified behind me as well, so I know he's took up a lot of places there. That is, I mean, I'm surprised if people don't stop pitting again soon. You know, some of these on the mediums.
Yeah, and that is,
for example, Kieran, who just lost out to someone there, I think.
That's Harry.
Yeah, to Harry. So I'll be surprised if Kieran doesn't come in, Matthias doesn't come in.
Well, there's only 7 laps. They'll be giving away track position.
Okay, yeah, but I was going to say I'll be surprised if people don't start pitting again for soft. You know, just to get the extra speed.
Yeah.
Especially, for example, Kieran, who's done 13 laps, he's got another 7. Pushing a set of mediums to 20 laps is not impossible, but I would say risky.
Yes.
Because they're around 16 laps they go, so I'll be surprised if he doesn't come in for another set of tyres, just a set of softs, just to lash it to the end. And maybe
Collins, T-Bag's put a message in about his DNF. Lots and lots of swear words, Gainful spun and never ghosted, went straight into him.
Oh, unlucky T-Bag. You caught it on the stream, I almost did the same thing when Scotty binned it as well. I came around
I caught it. I caught it.
So I say you caught it on the stream. I came around the horseshoe, and as I looked up kind of ahead of me rather than just in front of my car as I was coming around the turn, there's Scott's car in front of me on the racing line. I'm like, whoa, hello. What's that doing there still? Because it weren't ghosted or anything. I thought, oh, it was ghosted. You know how you do? And I got quite close before I realised it wasn't ghosted. Like, that was a hairy moment, I would say. Yeah, that was a very hairy moment for me, that.
And Harry overtakes Joseph for second.
I might have called the game a few bad words like T-Bag was using just now.
Yeah.
But I said to Scotty at the time, I was like, dude, it's not you I'm complaining about, it's the game. Like, that was purely the game's fault, that.
And I know ghosting is on.
No, I know it is because when I span out with the incident I mentioned, I was ghosted.
Yeah.
And I kind of started to move a little bit because obviously I didn't want to block anyone as I came back on circuit, and I started to move a little bit more. And I actually stayed ghosted until I was moving. I don't know. I did actually see on the S's there. I think he was.
No, that was going. Kieran is putting some fresh boots on.
Turn. So that, by the looks of it, was where I lost it.
Yes.
Because he was just coming out the penultimate turn. So maybe he had a bit of a wobble out of there on his inlet. I did say those tyres he'd start to struggle soon, and he may have to pick for a set of softs.
And he's put the fresh boots on.
The front wing as well.
Reggie on the back of Matey Boy.
Gameful struggling as Avi goes past as well. Gameful is struggling on those hards. While we've been talking, I've watched him pick up a couple more spins on those hard tyres.
Yeah.
So he's
very close off me spin on J-Doy.
There seems to be a bit of a four-way battle going on here. So where you just mentioned J-Doy, you've also got Mayspin, Matthias and Raphael all sort of within distance.
Yeah.
Well, Raphael's not really helping himself because he's running almost 0 ERS. So
yeah, he's on 6%.
He was literally on 0 coming down the straight.
Ooh.
So,
and that is gainful round again, I believe.
That's something I always do. I always stay above 20%. Even if I switch off halfway down the straight at 25% still left, because I know the ERS will count a little bit more of it itself. When I lift off, it will then stop and I'll gain a little back. And like, there's no point going below because you just lose power. So
J-Doy's Matthias,
yeah. Well, as I said, he may pit as well. So I reckon they're going to try and tussle it out for fastest lappy, you know. Avi and Kieran are both past Gainful now.
Yeah.
Quite a margin as well. I don't know if he's had another spin. Or whether it's just purely that they're so much faster on those soft
T-Bag's asking, did you find the mediums was dog poo? Was like ice skating?
Yes, I did actually. I had the same problem in Q2, which is why I went back out on the softs again.
Yeah.
And I initially set that really terrible time was because I was finding a bit of wobble from the mediums. They would, you know, like the back was just stepping out, which it wasn't doing on the softs. And then when it came to the race, again, I was having a few issues, but that was the first time I touched a curb and it kicked me. Like I'd ran a few curbs in the S's and stuff like that, and I wasn't having any issues. And then as I came through there, I just touched the curb and it just threw me.
Oh, like, Reggie and Matey Boy scrapping out.
Like being on ice at that point.
Sorry to cut across you like that, but
no, go ahead.
Yeah, Matey Boy's just touched the back of Reggie. No, opposite way around.
Well, Gameful has just pitted for a set of softs, which I'm not surprised by. What I am surprised by is that he didn't do it 2 or 3 laps ago.
Yeah.
Because he's been struggling so much on them. I've seen, like I said, I saw him spin a couple of times on them. So I'm surprised he didn't go, oh, screw this, like, to hell with these tyres, they're useless, and come back out on softs again. Because all that time he's been losing over the last few laps, he needn't have lost if he'd have just pitted earlier. So
yeah.
I think he's cost himself time there. So he's
fresh boots on for Reggie, as well as a front wing.
Yeah, I'm not surprised by that. If there was a little love kiss between them, front and back.
Mayspin really trying.
Yeah, there's a 3-way little battle going on there because J-Doy is just under a second off the back of that as well. So if he can stay in range, but he's not got a lot of DRS again. Neither's Mayspin, and he's just about hovering around the 20 mark. But he's going to lose that, obviously. He's going to hit the ERS going down the pit straight to try and defend against the DRS.
Of Mayspin.
That's exactly what I was doing earlier when you wondered whether Reggie was going to pass me.
Yeah.
I thumped the ERS and I got on the throttle really
fast. And I got
a little gap. I got a little gap between me and Reggie that offset that DRS.
Yeah.
Like
you need to be around about 8 tenths.
Yeah.
It is around about 8 tenths.
I'll be honest, he got close. I thought he was going to go for the late one on the inside. but he didn't. Actually, talking of the late one on the inside, I'll say it here on stream, I did dive bomb teabag. I did a teabag to teabag.
Oh.
So, you know the first race of the season, he came down my inside,
yeah,
got on the brakes late, and just thundered straight past. As I went and said him, well, I did that to him tonight. And as far as I know, I didn't touch his car. We did both, however, lose out to Kieran at the time.
Oh.
So Kieran may have saw that too. Well, once in a while, teabag's just got to be reminded how it feels to get dive bombed by someone,
Teabag said I'm destined to never lead a race.
I agree. I think I'm also of the same destiny. It must be the Collins.
The curse of Colin.
Yeah. You've heard of commentator's curse, that's Colin's curse.
I've now got the nickname Mr. Munch. That is my co-commentator Mechanical, who was racing.
Me? I was racing and then I crashed like an idiot.
He's the one who calls the first safety car. No, second safety car.
I calls the second safety car. First safety car was Scott.
Yeah.
And I know it was Scott because I almost got a penalty for speeding under safety car.
Ah. But yeah, I love how I've got the nickname now, Mr. Munch.
Well, I suppose there could be worse things.
Oh, is Kieran going to go late on the brakes? Damn the outside.
Oh yeah, that should
Oh yeah.
Talking of close though, May spins right on the back of Joseph.
Oh.
Very, very close, and he's about to get DRS, but not a lot of VRS. Neither one of them's got a lot of VRS in truth. He's trying to break the toe, and is it going to pay off or not?
Oh, down the inside?
And down the inside. But the thing is, right now, Joseph's actually got the line inside of this S, so the first part of the S. So this is going to be side to side. No, he's had to concede.
But what's the penalty? What is the penalty difference? Joseph's on 9. Yeah, Joseph's on 9.
Yeah, so even if he hadn't have conceded the position there, it wouldn't have made any difference. He's still going to lose anyway. So Matey Boy's still got J Doyen on the back of him, around a second behind. Reggie's just dropped back. I lost a position to Kieran.
Oh.
I was having a right good battle with Reggie, actually.
Yeah, I did notice. Yeah, as J-Doy passes Matey Boy.
I actually had a couple of really good little battles towards the start of the race. And then I had quite a good battle with Reggie. A couple of little battles with Teabag, which I had to get off the back of him in the end. As I said, I pitted at that point after so.
Teabag said, no you didn't, sorry to ruin your moment, I was struggling with grip and let you two pass as you two were both faster than me.
Not if you watch it from my point of view, mate, honestly. I got really, really late on the brakes.
Oh!
And I
Gainful's round again!
Too deep. Again? Oh, come on, Gainful. You're better than this. What are you doing? Who's driving for you tonight? This can't be Gainful driving.
As Reggie's now on the back of Kieran, going around the last corner.
I will actually find my point of view of that dive bomb on you, and I'll show it you. From my point of view, you braked, I braked later, and I just couldn't stop the car in time, and I went really deep into turn 1. And then, well,
is there going to be a switchback from Reggie?
Lost out to Kieran. And I actually said to Scott at the time, I do honestly hope that I did not hit Teabag's car just then. I don't think so. I didn't feel anything. But I've done it before. I've hit someone. I've not realised I've actually hit 2 or 3 people, so it wouldn't be unknown for me. To be honest, I had a really good qualifying and a disaster of a race.
Oh yeah.
Absolute disaster. But it was fun until it ends.
Well, just watch J-Doy and Joseph going at turn 15.
Well, Reggie's still hanging right on the back of Kieran here. Andy's got DRS. So Kieran's going to force him around the outside.
No, he's not. That is down the inside from Kieran.
No, it was actually... No, Reggie had the DRS. It was Kieran took the inside line and forced him around the outside. It was actually really good defending from Kieran. Gave him the racing line so as he wouldn't have the inside line for the hairpin.
And that is Dan winning the race with Harry second, Mayspin third. We'll quickly...
At the end of the race, I hadn't even noticed.
No.
Raphael, Matthias, there you go. Raphael's dropped places because of penalties.
Harry for driver of the day.
Avalanche. I'll talk about this in a second. Reggie has actually retaken the place from Kieran because of a penalty, and as we all know, Gainesville is last. Harry had a great drive. To be fair though, Mayspin had a pretty good drive too.
Yeah. Finn, I think Mayspin was at the back.
Let me just have a look. Nope, that wasn't what I wanted. No, what was that? Position change. Yeah, I mean, Harry and Matey Boy have both picked up 11 positions, and I did see Harry make some wicked overtakes as well.
Harry
on stream as well.
Harry was on fire tonight.
Do you know? I'll agree with you. I'll go Harry on this one this week because I think Matey Boy's had a good race, but we chose him last week, and I like to pick different people every week. You know, to give other people an opportunity to get driver of the week as well. So. Yeah, I'll agree with you on Harry on that one.
Yeah. Believe it or not, this is the most comments I've had on one stream.
Yeah, well, some of it might have just been me swearing at things.
But that is Kota over and done with. Yeah, see, even the game decides with us.
Yeah, but obviously the game's agreed with us, so that's all good.
That is Kota over and done with for Championship 2.
God for that, because as you said right at the start, and as T-Bag said right at the start, this place never should have been invented.
No. But that is Kota done for Championship 2 here at CDR, and it is no fandangle on that top step as per usual, followed by Harry and Mayspin, followed by Matey Boy, followed by Schnitzy, followed by J-Doy, Joseph at 7th. No, Matthias nicked it.
Matthias nicked it at the end. Wow, that was close, because I know with I think it was a lap or two to go, it was Avi's.
Yeah.
So.
Do you know what? There's not much in between it. Actually, yes, there is. There is 2 whole tenths.
That's a fair amount. That is a fair amount.
But, anyways.
That is Kota done for me now, because I won't be racing Sunday, so...
That is Kota finished.
For...
Portimao.
Portimao, yes, I was about to say Mexico, but we changed the calendar slightly.
Yeah.
And selected Portimao in there. So yes, it will be, for me, it will be Portimao next week now.
But, as per usual, it won't be Colin joining you on Sunday. It will be me out on track.
At 6 o'clock.
Yes, we have changed the time an hour forward. Because of here at Kota. But, anyways, I'll see you back out on track on Sunday. Good night. Ha!